Hello. So having a little bit of a shorter episode this week. I won't be building anything new on the van because after I got home from my trip to Virginia, I was very excited to show my friend the cool van that I built. And when I opened the trunk, the back shelf, the beautiful back shelf was completely broken. I guess in the Florida heat, after days on end of the van not being opened, it just got hotter. It's the only thing I can guess, and the glue failed on the project board that I had bought. So I guess in retrospect, plywood is better than solid wood, but I just liked the look of the solid wood. So this week I'm going to try to be fixing the broken shelf and see if we can save it and not have to start from scratch. So let's go see if we can fix it because I love the way it looks. All right. Step one is going to be taking it off again, which easy, hard. So this is kind of weird. This part here hasn't come unglued, but following the same seam down, it's quite different here. So it's like this piece expanded and this one shrunk. Now this is supposed to be kiln dried, so it shouldn't be so aggressively changing shape, as from what I understand. If anybody understands why this happened, I mean, I'm assuming it's just the heat because I'm in Florida, but yeah, I thought that kiln dried wood would prevent this because it's already dried out. I understand the glue giving out because of heat, but I don't understand why this is happening. Like, that's a huge... Oh, maybe that one's not so bad, but that's still, this piece is expanded or this piece has shrunk. Very weird. Yeah. It's easier to pick up when it's in pieces. All right. The board doesn't really seem warped terribly. I think I'm going to try and do some pocket holes along the bottoms and see if I can rejoin them all together and force them to live. Well, that one does seem... Seems like we do have some warping. I don't know if they're salvageable. We'll see. Figuring it out. Okay, so alternate idea. I had this random piece of strapping that I had found on the ground somewhere, and it gave me the idea of if I bought more heavy-duty straps, if I could just screw these all together, and maybe that'll be better than doing a bunch of pocket holes. I'm not sure. Okay, so I've gone to Home Depot and I got a whole bunch of these mending plates. I'm going to screw them in. I got 8 or 9 of them. I'm going to screw them into the underside and see if what kind of rigidity that gives me, and if this is something I can work with. I can always add more. I could scrap the whole idea and do something else, but let's see what this does first. Okay, I went back to Home Depot because I didn't like the screws that I had, so I got new ones. And I also got more mending plates because I really do like overlapping them like I have here. This seems a lot more, adds a lot more stability than the spread out design. So we've got more mending to do. So let's get into it. Is this overkill? Absolutely. Did I do it anyway? Why the hell not? I figured use everything I've got, throw everything at it, and we'll see if it is stable enough. I really want to keep this piece of wood. It seems silly, and it's obviously the wrong cut of lumber for this purpose, but you know, I'm nothing if not stubborn, and we're just gonna see how far this can go. And eventually it might be replaced, but for now, I'm stubbornly making this work. So what are we working? Oh shit, I had 3 more. Oh my goodness. I have 3 more. What do I do? I'm tempted to just put them on anyway, but this is a lot. I think I'll hold them aside and see how well this holds up. And if I need more, I have 3 in reserve. All right, it's also pretty beat up from taking a nap on my driveway, but oh well. Let's see how it fits and how stable it feels. And if I have to add more, I'll do that before I worry about how it looks. Have a little bit of an oops. I can have you dive under. You can see how, maybe you can see how this support is now covered with straps. So either I've got to move, let me lay you down. Either I have to move these over or line it up perfectly somehow and go through. So let's see what we can do. As annoying as it is, I am just going to move these over in line with this, and then my elbow brace, whatever the heck it's called, will sit here. And it's just, you know, a dozen screws to take out and move. Whoops. So I can't complain about my phone dying from overheating because it is beautiful out. However, it did die from battery loss, dead battery, whatever. While my phone was charging, I finished installing this shelf again. You know, it is not perfect. This is that weird part that expanded this way, or this one shrank. Not, yeah, it looks like this one shrank for some reason. I'm undetermined on how that happened. And you know, this is probably the worst, which isn't terrible. I did take some scuffs on my driveway. I'm not too concerned about that. I can sand it down. However, so it looks pretty nice. It doesn't look that much different than before. Under here, it is patched together. Oh, don't tell anyone, just you and me will know, because that looks a little rough, but you know, I saved it, I think, for now, and I'm happy. This, at work, there's this dog named Kara who comes to visit. She's a Malinois, and she loves to be a Malinois, and she leapt fully up here onto this broken shelf, and her little claws dug into this, and I think it's the cutest thing ever, and one of the reasons I wanted to keep this shelf. So hopefully this will be a lasting solution and I don't have to address it again. But a word to the wise, don't use glued up project boards in your van. Stick with plywood, I guess. I didn't know. I've done a little research, and it does seem like bamboo is a great material to use if you can get it in big sheets, which I probably could, but I didn't try because I wanted to fix this. So that's it for this update. I have a really cool shelf planned, and I still need to do the water system. All of that took a back seat when I came home from Virginia, and the shelf was completely busted. So hopefully this is the last big hiccup and we can keep moving forward. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Boo. Ma'am. Hi. I'm trying to film. Can we be quiet? Quiet on set? Can we please? No, I should feed her. Okay. You want foods? I know. Can I guess I'll feed you and then film. Hold on.